Hi, you guys. So today I want to give you just a little segment of something that God impressed on my heart today, and is basically that so many people in the world going through things, and the thing about it, the things that we go through is not the same. There's a time and a season for everything, and I'm truly believing that, and I'm watching it right now. Because me, as a single mother of three who live in a city by myself, with no family, no actual people there physically to help support me, or to run, or to do what I need for my kids individually as well as collectively, is indifferent. And though people pride me on that, I take no credit. I take no credit for what I do, because half the time I'm trying to figure out, God, who am I? How do I do this? How do I make it work? How do I make it happen with no physical help to care for three kids, run my business, work at where I work at, now having a second job, and not understanding parenting is a job. And let alone, God got me mentor in my own life, like life coach in my own life right now. That's a job. So he got me sitting and puzzled, because I just heard a segment where a woman was talking about how she has one child, and this child having two uncurable diseases. And I'm thinking to myself, like, Lord, well, I need to be grateful that I'm not suffering as such, or my child not suffering as such. But at the same time, just to hear her say that suffering for a little while, understanding her child will be like that for a little while, because when he gets to eternity, he will be new, he will be made whole, he will be without disease. And it's radical and it's crazy, because it's impressed on my spirit right now, because I be hard on myself. When my kids don't do well, I'm hard on me. Not just hard on them, I'm hard on me. What can I do different? What have I not done? What am I missing? How can I connect with my kids better? Where did I go wrong? Like, it's so many questions and concerns that I impress upon myself daily about my kids, because they are my concern. Like, I'm literally worried about my kids every day. Like, I don't know any parents out here that just living, if I don't know, maybe I'm different, I don't know, but I cannot be a parent and not be impressed on my kids, because if my kids not living in excellence, they not living to the capability and the abilities that I believe that they can do. And people try to downplay it and say, well, your kid ain't got to be educated, your kid ain't got to make certain grades, your kid ain't got to act like this all the time. But if we are children of God, we're children of the King, why would we live mediocre? Why would we live less than excellent, amazing, incredible, extraordinary? Why? I don't know nobody on this earth that wants to settle for living less than. But when I hear of other kids suffering and this, and the third, I say, well, maybe our suffering may not be the same, but we still suffering. My kids still have challenges. My kids still go through things. My kids taking counseling right now. There's so many things that we dealing with. So many things that we're juggling. So many ways we're just trying to make it and survive, and life be life. But that's the thing. Everybody weight isn't the same. But to not have more careful thoughts about how you raise your kids, what you're doing for your kids, invest in your kids. Like, I'm sorry, it's just me, and no judgment. But in totality, in reality, my kids gonna look as great as I look. There's no way I'm sending my kids out looking any kind of way. And even if I'm looking any kind of way, my kids still gonna look like they have kingdom experience. They live in a kingdom lifestyle. They are living above and be. It's not that I'm living above my means. It's just my kids deserve the world. And if I teach them that the world is less than what God created it to be, who am I? So yeah, I'm going to leave this little tip because this woman blessed me today. She blessed me today just to hear her testimony and how well she speaks in her suffering. And what she told me, well, what the minister said, because, baby, he came through. He came through because he spoke on her. He said, I commend you for speaking well of God and for how you find joy even in your suffering. Oh, Jesus Christ. Boy. I said, boy. So now I'm like, maybe I need to give myself a little grace and space because it's not easy. And where everybody say that it's looking good, they don't understand what goes on behind closed doors. And in truth and reality, that I give all praises to Jehovah Jireh. But this little tip I'm going to leave with y'all today. It's not about suffering well or good, but how they put it, because I you know, that's what I was selling with, suffering well and good. I was like, in that I know that my living won't be in vain, and that I know what I train my kids up to be, and how well I teach them, and how much I pour into them won't be in vain. But he said, lean into the suffering. Ooh. He said, lean into the suffering that you may come through on the other side. I said, oh my God. Lean into. So regardless of what it looked like, if I lean into it, I know at the end of the day it's going to be well. It's going to work for my good. And most importantly, I'm coming out on the other side, and the other side looks brand new. So be encouraged that we only suffer for a little while.